should know that marijuana is a Schedule I controlled substance that is deemed federally illegal by the United States government. However, over the past 26 years, there have been states that have made it medically illegal, such as Florida, and states that have both made it both, and over the years, even more, have made it both medically and recreationally illegal. In states such as California, Colorado, and Washington, name a few. Most Americans also want marijuana to be made legal as well. As a survey conducted by the PW Research Center found that over 60% of Americans who want marijuana to be made recreationally legal on a national level. The statistics and more information on this survey can be found on pwresearch.org. Today I'm going to share why there are many benefits that can be capitalized on if marijuana was to be made federally legal in all 50 states. And I'm going to examine and present a few of those points to you today, and why you should vote for marijuana to be made federally legal if it's ever put on a ballot. First, I'm going to share why marijuana can help greatly improve the U.S. economy. Then I'm going to share why making marijuana federally legal can greatly improve the criminal justice system. And finally, I'm going to share why the U.S. economy, why the marijuana industry can help greatly improve job and employment prospects in the industry. Marijuana being made federally legal can help greatly improve the U.S. economy. Making marijuana legal on a federal level offers tremendous benefits, such as investment portfolios being secured around the country for a multitude of investors in that industry. If marijuana was made legal on a national level, marijuana companies will finally be able to invest and trade on all U.S. stock markets. The federal government would also be saving millions of dollars if federal marijuana enforcement agencies cease operations. In 2013, over $3.6 billion were used for said agencies. If marijuana was made legal nationally, the cost of federal marijuana enforcement agencies would drop considerably. More tips on how marijuana can help boost the U.S. economy can be found in Investopedia.org. Now I'm going to go into detail on why making marijuana federally legal can help greatly improve the criminal justice system. In 2018, 633,000 arrests were made because of marijuana-related charges. In the United States, it costs about $30,000 to $35,000 to house an inmate. To make a marijuana related arrest alone, it can cost between $1,000 to $5,000. So after adding up all of this, it can cost over $3 billion for taxpayers per year for these type of arrests and housing inmates. These resources need to be used to go after and take out and apprehend more violent and more criminals. The harsh realities of having a marijuana conviction on your record can make your life considerably difficult. Many people lose or are turned down repeatedly by job or employment opportunities. College students can lose their financial aid, and being able to take out loans or secure a place of residence can become considerably hard as well. Arresting a non-violent first offender on a marijuana charge can also introduce otherwise law-abiding citizens to the criminal justice system, from the arrest to them completing their sentence. This is often seen by most as unfair and excessive. This is often seen by most as an unfair and excessive punishment for the offense, and leads people to lose faith in the criminal justice system. The research on why legalizing marijuana on a federal level can greatly improve the criminal justice system can be found on boisestate.edu. And lastly, making marijuana legal on a federal level can help boost and create more job and employment prospects within the industry. The war on drugs helped create laws that systematically made sure that Black and Hispanic communities were kept from access to better opportunities for economic growth. In 2018, Black and Hispanic New Yorkers were 8 times more likely to be arrested because of a marijuana-related charge than white New Yorkers. This in turn leads to more of those men in those selected communities not being able to take care of their families, and their children in turn becoming impoverished. To help alleviate these issues, lawmakers need to start making proposals through public voting that will reduce punishments and consequences that come with marijuana convictions. This in turn can help take away prohibitions that restricted marijuana-related offenders from resources in the past, such as public housing and small business licenses. Government agencies should also consider creating grants and programs that can help break down barriers for people of color from access to capital. That can break down barriers for people of color to gain access to capital, so they can invest and make their own marijuana-led business. As a survey in 2017 concluded that only 19% of marijuana-led owners identify as non-white. The information shared in this section can be found on AmericanProgress.org. Making marijuana federally legal can lead to more jobs being created and implemented in the industry. According to Leafly.com, their annual cannabis jobs report stated that over 243,000 jobs, equivalent to full-time jobs, were created in the industry. From February 2019 to February 2020, over 33,700 new jobs were created nationwide, making the legal marijuana industry the fastest-growing industry in America. Many Americans who are marijuana cultivators now have a chance to work in an industry that they love and where they don't mind in contributing to their place of employment, which in turn leads to bigger sales and better sales for their employer and the legal marijuana industry overall. In closing, marijuana is a billion-dollar industry that has future for more tremendous economic growth. There are many benefits that can be capitalized on. There are many benefits that can be capitalized on if marijuana was to be made federally legal in all 50 states. And today, I examined and presented a few of those points to you and why you should vote for marijuana to be made federally legal if it was put on a ballot. First, I shared how the marijuana industry would be able to boost the U.S. economy. Then I shared how the marijuana industry, if it was made legal on a federal level nationwide, can help greatly improve the criminal justice system. And finally, I shared how making the marijuana federally legal can lead to more job and employment prospects. So now, if it was ever put on a ballot on marijuana being made legal in all 50 states, I hope you vote yes, because it will greatly improve the nation.